Cristiano Ronaldo shocked his new teammates with his ability to integrate into a new environment on his first day at Manchester United's training complex. The Portuguese star was allowed to leave national team camp early after picking up a suspension following his goal celebration against Azerbaijan. Memphis Depay is starring for Barcelona in his first season in Spain, and the talented forward has now equalled Johan Cruyff's record for the Netherlands during the 6-1 thumping of Turkey. Antoine Griezmann has been acting like a changed man ever since he left Camp Nou. The France international scored a brace in the win over Finland and is now chasing a Thierry Henry record that has been standing tall for several years. Meanwhile, Liverpool are looking to go big next summer after being very quiet this summer. The Reds are looking at a player who might easily be quite the game changer for them. So we've got all this and more in today's episode, so why don't you go ahead and subscribe to our channel and make sure you're always up to date on all the major stories that this amazing game has got to offer. That brings us to the sponsor of this video. Unless you want to miss out on your favourite team's games, you're going to need a VPN that can get you past all those annoying streaming geo restrictions. Can't access your favourite league? A VPN will allow you to stream content like football games or even Netflix shows that are not available in your country. Our favourite VPN provider is Private Internet Access. It changes your IP address and reroutes your internet traffic through an encrypted tunnel, hiding your online activity from your internet service provider and government censors. It's our favourite tool to stream football matches for free. It works with all major streaming services, so you have unrestricted access to all your favourite content anywhere in the world, and is available for all operating systems. Signing up is risk-free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Sign up right now to get 83% off, plus 2 free extra months. Go to www.privateinternetaccess.com/goalside to get it now, or simply press the link in the description. Russian giants Zenit have failed for the second time to sign Rafa, this time because of Benfica. In July 2016, weeks before the Portuguese international striker signed for Lisbon, the Russian giants tried to convince SC Braga to sell their strikers, but €18 million was then not deemed enough to close the deal. Rafa by then had already decided to wait for Benfica, who soon after agreed with Braga in a deal worth €16.4 million. The Russian champions, however, haven't given up hopes on signing the player, even though their first bid was rejected by Benfica. The Portuguese giants value the 28-year-old at €80 million. Zenit made a bid of €30 million, but were not willing to better the first offer, which was why talks broke down. However, it is expected that the Russians might return with better terms in the January transfer window. Currently a free agent, the highly experienced Brazil international David Luiz is set to return to his roots this year. The 33-year-old has been considering a bucket load of proposals from teams in Europe after his contract at Arsenal expired. The likes of Marseille and Salernitana have been trying to sign the former Chelsea man, but it appears that Luiz has no interest in either returning to France or playing in Italy. All summer long, Jorge Sampaoli and Pablo Longoria have been trying to convince David Luiz to sign for their own giants. A move to Serie A newcomer Salernitana was also discussed following their acquisition of Franck Ribéry, but the club's sporting director Angelo Fabiani says that the team's transfer activity for this summer is over following the arrival of the former France international. Luiz himself had earlier taken to social media to deny rumours of an imminent transfer. Every day a different fake news, he posted on Instagram. It's up to us to choose what we want to believe. However, Luiz is eager to finally return to Brazil. At present, it's not certain which team he'll sign for, but the player is reportedly happy with taking a pay cut in order to continue to play in South America. Ever since he moved back to Atletico Madrid, it appears that Antoine Griezmann is playing with the sort of freedom that once made him one of the best forwards on the planet. The 30-year-old has been in fine form for his country as well, and scored both goals in France's 2-0 win over Finland in a World Cup qualification game. The brace means that the former Real Sociedad man is his country's joint third top scorer of all time. Griezmann now has 41 goals for Les Bleus, exactly the same number of goals that Michel Platini had. It took him 98 games to achieve this remarkable feat, and now the player is just 10 goals behind all-time leading scorer Thierry Henry. Speaking after the game, Griezmann had this to say: "It's a great source of pride," he told TF1, of matching Platini's record for the national team. "Since I've been here, since 2014, I always try to bring the best, whether it's goals, with my defensive or offensive work." The win over Finland finally ends a disappointing run for the world champions, who were winless in 5 games, and Griezmann says that the team responded well to the recent drab draws against the likes of Bosnia and Ukraine. It seems that Memphis Depay has reached another level ever since he made the move to Barcelona. The Dutch forward struggled at Manchester United and was then sold to Lyon, where he worked extremely hard to rediscover himself. And after 3 great seasons in France, Depay joined Ronald Koeman's side as a free agent. Good career moves can also reflect on your performances for your country, and this is exactly what's happening with the 27-year-old, who scored his first hat-trick for the Netherlands, who ran out 6-1 winners in a World Cup qualification game against Turkey. In doing so, he surpassed Wesley Sneijder and broke into his country's top 10 of all-time top scorers. Depay now has 33 goals for the Oranje and is level with legendary forward Johan Cruyff and Abe Lenstra. Depay has smashed in 14 goals in his last 14 appearances for the national side, and has also made a fantastic start to life in Barcelona, scoring 2 and providing 1 in 3 games. The Blaugrana will be hoping that their star player continues this rich vein of form and guides his team to a better future. According to the English media, Liverpool have identified Borussia Dortmund starlet Jude Bellingham as their top target for next summer's transfer window. The Reds are reportedly willing to take on Manchester United for the teenager's signature and have reserved £80 million for the signing already. The Merseysiders are willing to make the midfielder their most expensive signing, while Jurgen Klopp sees the youngster as a perfect presence in his midfield for years to come. Manchester United have been chasing the youngster for a few years, and were very close to signing him in the summer of 2020, only for the youngster to snub the interest and move to Germany. However, the Red Devils remain interested in the young midfielder and believe that they have the financial wherewithal to make the move happen. Bellingham is currently happy at Dortmund and isn't really looking to return to English football anytime soon. Just like Jadon Sancho, the 19-year-old will prefer to continue to develop in Germany before he's ready to make his next big move. Finally, we got to see pictures of Ronaldo back at the Carrington training complex for the first time in 13 years. The legendary forward recently completed a sensational return to Old Trafford and then went on international duty with Portugal. The 36-year-old broke Ali Daei's goal-scoring record in the win over Ireland and was then allowed to go back to England in order to spend a few days in isolation before reporting for training. Things have fallen into place perfectly for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who was visibly pleased to meet his former teammate. Ronaldo will again wear the number 7 shirt and is likely to make his second debut in the Premier League clash against Newcastle United on Saturday. The most shocking thing about Ronaldo's first training session as a Man United player was that he returned ahead of schedule. While he wasn't expected to train on his first day, Ronaldo decided to take part in the training session. Now, most new signings wouldn't mind taking it slow, but that's not how Ronaldo thinks. The Portuguese legend is a workaholic and is not going to settle for anything less than a starting role in the game against the Magpies. After seeing some of the videos from the training session, it's clear that Ronaldo hasn't skipped a beat. He entered the field with Juan Mata and quickly started warming up before doing rondos with the rest of the United players that included fellow countrymen Diogo Dalot, Jadon Sancho and Fred. Unlike in 2003 when he was a scrawny teenager, this time around Ronaldo was clearly looking like an elderly statesman, set to impart his wisdom to a young group of players who'll be eager to learn a thing or two from him. Ronaldo was also seen eagerly working 2 of the hottest academy prospects, Joe Hugill and Hannibal Mabry. These 2 are definitely going to be the richer for the experience. He was also seen spending some time with Mike Phelan, who was Sir Alex Ferguson's right-hand man for many years and oversaw Ronaldo's development. He also bumped into technical director Darren Fletcher, who he used to share the dressing room with. Ronaldo clearly seemed ill at ease throughout the training session, but at the same time, he was very focused. This bodes well for Man United as they look to do the unthinkable and finally win the English Premier League title again.